What's up, squad? Today I'm going to show you a simple edit for short form videos for Call of Duty content or any other gaming content. If you're new, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and ring the little bell so when a new video is posted, you'll be the first to see it. In today's video, we're going to go over layout and resizing in Davinci Resolve. All right, first things first, go ahead and open up your Davinci Resolve. Make sure it's completely updated. So Davinci Resolve 18. We're going to start a new project. Give it a name. So this will be number 116. I can't think of a good title right now, so we'll just go ahead and create that. And then once you get here, you're going to go up to File. And then you're going to go to Project Settings. Right here in Project Settings, you're going to change this to 1080 by 1920. Make sure your frames are set to 60 or 59.94, depending on your content, and then hit save. So what this does is it puts it in a HD vertical format. Now we need some media before we can do anything. So I've got the clip I want all prepared. You can just drag and drop it in here. And what we want to see is the camera, which is your main play screen. You also need a layer, another video channel for your camera if you use one. Drag and drop, make sure these are pulled all the way to the left. And then you're going to click on your edit here at the bottom. Now once you get to edit, you don't need two audio channels, okay? You're just going to double up the noise here. So we're going to go ahead and delete audio 2. For me, my vocals are pretty quiet. The gameplay is a little quiet, so I always jack this thing up to 10 so the audio is loud enough. Now, to begin, I'm going to click on video 1, okay? Now, if you stream in 720 or 1080, a good number for this video is the size of 2.2. You may have to stretch it out some, but you're going to come over here into transform. I type 2.2. You can adjust as needed, but what this does is it creates a video screen that's viewable, not too small, and does not have black lines top and bottom. All right. The second portion of this is video 2, which is your top video. This is going to be the camera. Okay. For the camera, I'm going to use a 4.2. This size here is determined on the size of your camera while you're streaming or while you're recording. Okay. So your size may be 4.2. It may be 5.2, depending on the size of the camera overlay that you use. So for me, 4.2. You can wiggle and play with that by using this transform tool and resizing. Okay, you can just resize like this until it is the size you need, big enough. All right, or you can click down on the zoom function, X or Y, they're linked. Click down, move your mouse to the right or left, and it'll resize it. But for now, I'm going to do 4.2. Okay. If you want this box to go away, just click on it again. We're going to go to the Fusion page. So right click on this video line here for video 2, and this is your camera. What we're going to do with this is create a mask and cut out the rest of the video so it just shows the camera. All right. So you're going to scroll up here to open in Fusion page. I'm going to move this stuff over. I know it looks a little tricky, but what you want to find here is a rectangular mask. You can use an ellipse. You can hand jam it with polygons, clicking every little spot, but I recommend the rectangle because it fits the screen better. Now, next step you want to do is come up here and grab this mask by the red box in the middle, okay? Drag it over to your camera somewhere near the center. We'll adjust that. Now, you're going to hold Control and scroll up on your mouse wheel a couple times. Then next, click down on your mouse wheel and drag this over to where it's in the center of your screen. A little easier to see. Now, what I'm going to do is grab these edges and shrink it down to the area that I want to see. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the top. I'm going to bring this down to where it's just leaving a little bit of space, the top and bottom of my camera. I'm basically cutting my overlay out and leaving just the camera. I'm gonna grab this from the right. I'm gonna do the same thing. And every once in a while, you may need to adjust to center it up some. You can do that by grabbing this square, or you can do that by shifting on the right here in the control panel. So you have your center X and Y. You can also adjust width and height here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get this where I want it now that I've recentered. And that's all there is to that. You now have the mask. Okay. You can see this is what is shown. That's what I have left. So I'm going to go ahead and click back on the edit screen. And now that I have that, you can't see it. All right. So you're going to want to drag your X position for this video channel until it comes into screen. Okay. Now I'm going to scroll up on my mouse wheel, hovering over the timeline screen, click down and drag. So click down and drag allows you to move it around. This is with the mouse wheel. Click down, mouse wheel, drag. Scrolling up and down will change the size of the player. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna make sure I'm on video 2 down here. I'm gonna change the Y position. This is vertical on your screen, so top to bottom, okay? X left and right, Y top to bottom. So I'm gonna drag to the right, which goes to the top. And I'm gonna line this up just until I can see that it is touching the edge of the workable area within that 1080 by 1920, okay? Once I've done that, I'm going to scroll back out. I'm going to shift in. And now I'm going to do the same thing to video channel 1, which is my play screen. I'll be using the Y on the position axis on transform on the right, position axis. Click down with your left mouse button again and drag your mouse to the left. This will drag it down. I'm going to do this until the bottom of my screen just touches the bottom of the playable area. Okay. Well, the biggest thing you want to make sure you do is make sure there's no gap here between your camera and your video player screen. So what you have here is a full video. You have your camera overlay. You have your gameplay screen with 2 channels. I appreciate you guys watching this section of the video. Next video is going to be on editing your clip, so stay tuned.